tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Broncos are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Giants, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Townsend is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend, he's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Looking to throw. Townsend. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First is Garoppolo, and incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and now it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
First down. Townsend out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Townsend. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Townsend, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Garoppolo now. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Garoppolo toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here we go now.
To throw on second down. Townsend into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw on second down. Townsend to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Townsend. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
second down. Here's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. He finds Beckham complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Garoppolo on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Comes at 1. Garoppolo. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The reception good for 7. It's third down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. The Giants on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. It's really something. Even when he's hitting these from distance, big-time distance, he manages to put them right down the middle, doesn't he?
No doubt about that one. Never a doubt. And this is no extra point. That's 50-plus. And that's the definition of splitting the uprights.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
All right, here we go.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing on first down. Townsend. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Townsend, he's letting it fly for Cooks. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Good.
On 3rd down, Townsend. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go. Let's go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at punching now, Marty.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Green 39. Green 39.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Gone.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
To throw is Garoppolo. And his pass incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field.
Here we go now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Time running out here on the play clock. To throw on second down. Townsend. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Back to throw. Townsend. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
He'll return it from the 6. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. As they run the counter play. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. 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 Leopard.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. And even 60 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right, and he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st and 10, Townsend. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. On 1st down, Townsend finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Garoppolo. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurt.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw on second down. Townsend. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Defense showing blitz. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Garoppolo. Out left side here to Bryant. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Let's go. 3-19. All right, now look at that. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Throwing on first down. Townsend. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Let's go. Green, 39. Let's go.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.